I'm Easter Lily Smith. I'm 23 years old. I'm a preschool teacher and a student. I actually started off this job as a TA, and then I really liked the environment, and then just watching teachers and, you know, knowing that there was an impact on kids. I mean, as corny as it sounds, but it just made me want to be in that position to teach the kids and, you know, just be that big part of their lives. So I work with children 2 to 5, but my class is specifically full of 4 and 5-year-olds. I don't know why people say terrible 2s, because I love the 2-year-olds. The 3-year-olds just seem to be out of hand sometimes. But I mean, my favorite time is starting circle time, because that's when all my kids are here, and as hectic as it may go, but it's just fun because it's like, okay, I got this cool lesson plan, let's do this, you know, you guys are gonna be smart, we're going to kindergarten soon, you know, just likes to get them all hyped up, and you know, we just feed off of each other's energy and just kind of go with the flow for the rest of the day. This is my little circle center area where the magic happens as far as learning goes. I mean, I just teach them, you know, the days of our calendar and what day it is. And then, you know, just kind of go over like what our curriculum is. So this month we're learning about different life cycles of things. And, you know, it just may seem in advance for 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds to learn. But I think that, you know, if you can't simplify something enough, then you just don't know it well enough. So, I mean, for me, it's a good way to test myself with how well I know a subject matter. So, I mean, it's pretty good so far. I actually saw a flyer of the Miss Vamp pageant last October when I was doing that makeup for the zombie walk. And I was like really intrigued by it. I was like, Miss Vamp pageant, I gotta check this out. You know, I mean, it doesn't look like the same kind of pageants that I'm used to being in and like participating in. So, I mean, I just shot Nocturna a message via Facebook and, you know, just wanted to get more information. So here I am. Yeah, I did the Miss East Oahu, the Miss Kahala pageant. They're a double title pageant, and then the Miss Oahu and the Miss Honolulu pageants. I like the part where I can actually have fun dressing up, and the fact that I do like this whole, you know, mythical creatures kind of like genre of things. And I mean, the fact that it may or may not be true that vampires exist, I mean, it's really cool just getting into the whole theme and the idea. So that's my favorite part. Well, I mean, I don't want to bash the regular type of pageants at the same time. But I mean, I can understand. I mean, I do work and I interact with younger girls too. And like, you know, they're telling me, oh, I would never have expected you to be part of a pageant, you know, like running for Miss Hawaii and whatnot. And I'm like, especially because they know my background from high school, being that, you know, gothic punker girl. So to be like, wow, you made a big change. But, you know, at the same time, you know, I feel like being part of this Miss Vamp pageant, it's like you don't really fit into this mold that, you know, society sees as beautiful with being skinny and tall and, you know, just that whole supermodel runway stuff. And I mean, I know it's intimidating to be on a stage, let alone, you know, in front of a crowd and kind of like, you know, showing what you can do and your confidence. But I mean, I feel like this Miss Vamp pageant kind of allows, you know, a bit more room to be comfortable with yourself. Even though, you know, other pageants will say, you know, we want you to be comfortable with yourself. Yeah, you know, you're still dieting and, you know, worrying about, you know, breaking out and, you know, just your wardrobe and what you're gonna wear and trying to impress people. But I mean, I honestly felt that stress, you know, with other pageants and like always constantly working out and exercising, you know. But anyways, I mean, the Miss Vamp pageant, it just seems kind of cool because it's like, it's not really, it doesn't seem like it counts much about that part of a pageant, but it's more like what they see about you inside and like creatively. And I mean, I guess that's what kind of, you know, seems really cool about this pageant. The most darkest time would probably be, I guess, my high school era. I mean, it just seemed like that awkward phase of growing up and then kind of like going under the pressure with my mom and, you know, just trying to make everybody happy, but at the same time, I just couldn't find myself being happy at all. I mean, I tried and like, I mean, I did a lot of sports and extracurricular activities and participated in all these clubs and whatnot. And like, you know, it's just like, I guess that awkward phase of growing up, and it just didn't seem like you could be happy, or I couldn't be happy, you know, like my sister on the opposite side. It was kind of funny in high school, they called us, you know, they called me the gloom of doom, and she was like this cheery, preppy cheerleader, and everybody's like, you know, you guys are like complete opposites, but you look the same. And yeah, I guess that was the darkest time. Well, my mom is a big surfer person, so I mean, with her, every weekend, we would wake up early, go to the beach, basically make camp there, and we wouldn't leave till after the sun goes down, like literally in the dark time. So we would be like out of the water after the sun goes down. So we'd be surfing all day. Well, first of all, I tell them it's fun. I mean, it's like being able to dress up, you know, and get into like this cool thing that, you know, not everybody would find interest in or like, you know, want to give a try, you know. I mean, I actually like to encourage people to try new things because, I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of it, and there's always something to learn.
You know, I really enjoyed watching Easter Lily's footage. I remember speaking with Easter Lily one afternoon. We talked about Hawaii, the different pageants that she was in. And I really did learn a lot from Easter Lily. And, you know, ironically, she's a teacher. And she did teach me about pageants and how she was involved in pageants. She entered pageants. And she's very intelligent. She's a very intelligent girl. And we have something in common because I used to be a teacher myself some time ago. And it's interesting to be with children. I mean, you really do have to work with their energy. You know, I'm really looking forward to her talent. And so I hope you can all join us for this amazing evening of amazing women with incredible talent. Thank you, Easter Lily, for being a part of this pageant.
Easter Lily, I'm so happy that you've joined Miss Vamp Hawaii 2013 this year. You have a certain class and elegance that you bring to the pageant in our 4th year. I too, once upon a time ago, did run in several pageants, and I understand you have, and it shows. I adore children. I love children, and I just admire the fact that you want to make an impact in the little lives. And I too don't believe there's such a thing as terrible twos. Children are the future. I went through a dark phase like you did. I'm a middle child, and I'm the rock and roll girl, and oftentimes I was compared a lot to my 2 siblings, my older sister and my younger sister, and I know what that feels like. You're kind of in a little tunnel for a while till you're trying to find who you are, even though you're not really fitting in the mold. But good luck to you this year. I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the stage, and thank you for joining Miss Vamp this year. Miss Vamp Hawaii, the reality show, is sponsored by AlohaGraphic.com, conveniently located at 64 South Hotel Street. Closed captioning provided by DJ Nocturna and Lana.com. If you've been injured in a car accident, slipped or fell, or suffered any kind of serious accident, the law limits the time you have to file your claim. Your time may be running out. You deserve a lawyer who is committed to helping you recover from your physical and emotional injury and get you the money you deserve. Call the Recovery Law Center right now and speak to someone for free, one who gets paid only when you collect money. The insurance company has lawyers working hard on their side. So should you. Visit the Recovery Law Center and the law firm of Glenn Honda. Call now, 808-597-8888. Enjoy Aloha Crepes today at Kaimaki on 12th Avenue, Kaneohe in Windward Mall, Kailua Kona in Coconut Grove on Ali'i Drive, and Waimalu across from Best Buy. And don't forget to visit us at Wasabi Sticks, a modern yakitori bar with traditional and fusion menu, located at 755803 Ali'i Drive in Kailua Kona.
You guys are all down for October 10th. You blocked out your days off, and I wanted to kind of go over it because we have the winner, Miss Vamp Hawaii. We're going to have first runner-up, second runner-up, Miss Congeniality. What do you normally are in charge of, Gina, when you're backstage?
Well, I kind of tell everybody what to do. I like to do the crowning of the winner.
Okay.
And then each person will.
Well, I think, the winner, though, is going to, I think, pass the crown on, do the...
Yeah,
right.
But, sometimes...
With the bouquet
if they're,
and the gifts.
yeah, but I think, like, with the certain girls, then we'll have a certain... This one will have that gift certificate, that prize, that gift.
Yeah.
And then someone...
And Clea, what is your role in the... Because I know there's so many gifts. What are you going to be doing this year in regard to handing out and... flowers?
They kind of pick. They all kind of pick. Somebody says, I want to do the flowers. Someone says, you've kind of done the trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've done the lace.
Yeah, lace. It really depends.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm the sachet girl.
What are you?
Yeah.
The
Oh, the sash.
The
Yeah.
sash.
Okay.
Oh, is that it?
I think
sash?
it's not just like the gift box.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I am. My role changes
Hers
like
is
all
like
the
round.
time. I have no idea.
She's good at taking
Yeah.
instructions.
Oh, Carla's good.
Right.
Yeah,
Carla,
when you had to
I
sell
like
your
when we don't have
badges
to
or
sell
something.
anything, but
Yeah,
if we
so
do,
I'll take
Carla's
over
the
the
best.
sales
Oh,
position.
Carla,
Because I'm not a pusher.
You're
And
just
then-
Yeah.
In a nice way. I'm not a pusher either.
No,
I'm
but
a
you're pretty
friendly
good. You're kind of good.
salesperson.
Right.
No,
You're a magnet.
you add, if
Right.
they're not only buying one, she makes them buy two. Hello.
But they're great
Girls
audience.
above
They
and
want to
beyond.
buy it.
Let's do that 2-for-1 bonus deal
gosh.
again.
But
So
I
it
like
is
the
happening?
years when we don't sell anything.
Yeah.
And what if, we might have, I'm not so sure how many judges, and I can't tell you the names of the judges, but who going to be in charge of, again, we have gifts for the judges and lays, so who does the lay presentation?
How many are you having? About 3. Usually
We
about
might have
3.
a little bit more than
3 or
that.
4.
Well, we always kind
Well,
of know.
yeah, kind of figure it out.
Just before that night, I just go, okay, you're going to do that one, and you're going to do the
I think
lady,
Sasha
the man,
does
whatever.
likes to do the leads.
I do
Aren't you going to add a meet and greet, or what is that, where they take pictures of the audience?
Well,
members?
we are going to have a press
Because-
wall, and we have
yeah,
assigned
okay.
photographers. So
Because
you
the
guys
audience
maybe
is-
somebody might want to assign people to be in charge of that.
You definitely want to capture the audience. 'Cause they also.
That's where Hawaii Theater comes in, and they really do an excellent job
Right.
Yeah,
passing
that's
out
true.
and making people go to their seats.
And I love that. Yeah, the wine bar on top. It's
The
always
wine.
helpful. Is that
Yeah.
wrong?
Someone needs
No,
to
I
sneak
agree.
me a glass of wine in my dressing
God for
room.
that
so-
open
usually
bar.
how
I
it
don't
starts.
You- I need you to delegate
Yes, I will.
someone
Right.
to collect the ballots.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, we're
I
going to have
usually
that
do that.
time
I
because
usually do that.
each category, depending on when the
Right.
judges are filling out the ballots, we're going to have them taken away, especially maybe,
Yeah.
sometime after talent. Then we have the moon bathing. Then we have question and answer. So there's different pockets when we need them collected because of segments of categories of where the judges are judging.
Tab, what is your favorite vampire movie or television show and why?
True Blood. It's like the Living's Red Robin. Yum.
I've had the privilege of being a part of the Miss Vamp Hawaii pageant for going on 4 years now. I've had the duties of actually being a presenter, the crowning of the winners, and also greeting the audience. I've actually really enjoyed greeting the audience, as you know, there's some great looking people dressed to impress, and surprisingly, you know, with all their costumes. So many times it's actually the performances in the audience and sometimes on the stage, you get a great view both areas. And I've been actually a judge and a contestant in several pageants, and I'll tell you, I really appreciate the Miss Vamp Hawaii and what it has to offer these young women. I'm really excited for this year, Miss Vamp 2013, and just to actually see what it has to offer. It gets better and better each year, and so I'm thrilled and excited to be there that night.
Hi, my name is Gina Saldania. I'm Lana's sister. I've helped her and DJ Nocturna from the conception of the Miss Vamp Hawaii pageant. And as sisters, we've always done things together. And even when we were little, from our first pageant, we've all ran together and we had fun. And after that, every year I would run in a pageant. I loved it. I was very competitive. And so being a title holder and a judge for several pageants, I feel I'm a connoisseur. And I know about pageants and what goes on with it. In fact, it gets to the point where I even can predict the winner. I can watch a pageant and ahead of time I know who the winner is. Sometimes I even know, if I can look at a girl, I know, oh, she's going to win it. Majority of the pageants here, you have to be of certain ethnicity, certain age. You have to stop at a certain age. You can't have be married, not married, with child. What's unique and different about the Miss Vamp Hawaii pageant is that it takes all ages. And you can be of any ethnicity, any kind of background, can be married, not married, with child, no child. And they don't care. It's just open. Even for girls, maybe growing up, maybe they feel like, oh, maybe I'm not that tall, maybe my body's not that great, I'm a little dark or a nerd or something, but I'm not that bubbly, that girl that has to be out there being a spokeswoman for the islands. This is for girls who sat there in the shadows and thinking, God, I wish I could do that. I wish I could run, but I can't because I don't fit the typical stereotype of a pageant girl or pageant winner. This is good for girls that have a dream. You can be a mother, a grandmother. You can be overweight, you know, you can be short. You don't have to be tall. And even if you have like the dark side and you feel like, oh, that doesn't match me, I can't. This is the pageant that these girls can go and run. And this is what's, I think, really unique and something special that has been going on for now 4 years, and it's been very successful. And the girls appreciate that. They come and they just thank Lana and DJ Nocturna. Thank God there's an outlet for girls like us, that we can finally do something that we kind of dreamed up but couldn't. You know, I feel like I'm a little different. I have weird colors in my hair. But this is a pageant. It's different. Even the talent's different. You can just be unique, and that's what is special about the Miss Vamp Hawaii pageant.
Okay, hi, my name is Clea Saldania Roundtree. My aunt is Lana Saldania. Myself, been through a lot of pageants in my life, and I'm also a title holder. I've been with Miss Vamp Hawaii pageant now for 4 years, since day one, since 2010, and I've just been involved with a lot of the background stuff that goes into it, and the behind the scenes of it. And I just really admire how DJ Nocturna and Lana thought of this really great, unique pageant. And I just love the whole concept of it. I just think it's, you know, really neat. And I like how it's not like any ordinary pageant of today, and it's not your typical beauty pageant. And I like how girls can, you know, come in as their own. They can express themselves, and they won't be judged for it, but instead be, you know, recognized for it, which is very important. And I just think it's, you know, a really awesome idea here for a pageant, and I just think it's something new and better for Hawaii. So I just think it's really great.
Basically, what's going to happen at this point is, what time are they going to be here on that night? Or they have to be
Well, they have
here?
to be on the day when we rehearse. On the
Yeah,
day.
so you guys know it's an all-day event, right? I mean, so once you're here, you're here at the rehearsal. So that means from, 9:30, 10,
Probably 10, yeah.
about 10 o'clock.
10
And
to
that
1.
means you're here for good. You have to have dinner, come back, and, because it's a whole, you have to go through the rehearsal. Because if you're going to have hands, this girl needs this piano, this chord, we've got to run through it. So Po'ai and Kimberly are in charge of, because the girls come out stage right, stage left.
Yeah.
So, one of you have to just maintain that at all times.
Yeah, because they're gonna come in from different sides. So some are gonna be on this side, some are gonna be on this side. So I just want to make sure they're all they're there, when they're supposed to come out.
Because
So will we have like a cast listing basically
Yes.
on who's going to be coming out which side, and so that
Because
we
if
know
somebody's
to
missing,
look.
they cannot be missing.
Right.
They
And
have to be
it's
right out.
really
Yeah.
important because, with
And I'll
this,
tell
it's
them.
timing with the theater,
Absolutely.
right? It's so the doors open at 6, the show starts at 7, we've got to wrap it up by 10. The key is, Po'ai and then Kimberly, is that, we have the intro, we have the talent, we have the Q&A, we have and so.
So we can't have any dead time in between.
It's really important you get them lined up
Yeah.
there, and then.
They're supposed to know that the day of the rehearsal on the 10th. Everybody's gonna bring their equipment or whatever they're gonna use. It was an actual dress rehearsal, not a dress rehearsal, but the actual sound check, whatever you want to call it. So then we'll know like what stuff we need to pull in and out,
David, this is your second year.
Yes.
Right? So Richard, Po'ai, and James, this is your first year helping. I'm sure you guys are aware of the show.
Cell
Yeah.
phones, like texting? Or how are we going
No,
to
no, no.
communicate with each
That's
other?
what I'm.
Yeah,
This is
like,
all
that's
wolf
what she's-
signals, right, David?
No, that's why on the actual rehearsal, you would know like what things are gonna be. We'll know how it flows.
Well, no, I was she was talking about like
When the
if
bad
somebody
thing
needed to leave or if something bad happened and
Yeah,
we needed to
there's
tell
gonna
each
be
other.
the stage manager's gonna have one. I think another person like
'Cause they
last
have
year,
the
right?
two setups
David,
on the
there's
side.
another
So
person.
Who's going to act as the man, the animal, the entity that stops another entity from charging the stage and the vampires? All 4 of you should raise your hands.
All right, good.
There it is. Okay, all 4 hands.
Do we have permission to knock out someone?
Yeah, absolutely. Bite them and suck their blood out.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
Can do.
Down. Make sure there's some blood.
Should we be, except for Wolf Boys, should we be in stage black, like stage map black?
Whatever you like. Yeah, we're black. Yeah,
Because if you're
wear
on color
pink,
back there and
you
we're
wear
just
pink,
supposed to
you
be
wear pink, you
Pink.
get killed immediately.
Not the group for that.
Yeah, facts.
And I was thinking working with you guys to put together like if there's any lull between acts or something like that.
I've memorized every Three Stooges sketch.
Yeah, that we can do.
Awesome.
Sketches, werewolves.
Raymond! Raymond! All right.
I've been seeing your pictures all over the place.
I'll get the vampires here.
Or posters
They
for
want to know what's
distribution.
Ulster.
We supported the Miss Vamp project. This is our 4th year of being involved with this program, so we're happy to help Nocturna and her friends, and always pleased to see the beautiful ladies that are in the pageant.
And then trying to make all of us look good. We all want to.
Don't miss next week's episode of Miss Vamp Hawaii, the reality show.